The date was January 19th, 2026. Paper. This was supposed to be the single most important day in the American sports calendar. The College Football National Championship. Billions of dollars in advertising, months of non-stop media hype, and the undivided attention of the American public, or so they thought. While the NFL and the NCAA were screaming for attention, one man walked into a grocery store in Miami. He didn't have a security team. He didn't have a marketing crew. He just had a shopping cart. And within 2 hours, that blurry video of Lionel Messi buying groceries had more engagement on social media than the national championship game halftime show. The American sports media called it a cute moment. They laughed about it. But the Wall Street elite were not laughing. They were terrified because just 3 days earlier, on January 16th, something even stranger happened. Something that proves the United States is no longer in control of its own sports economy. Lionel Messi, in a casual interview, mentioned he likes to mix his wine with Sprite. A simple sentence, "I like Sprite," and the stock market reacted. Coca-Cola's valuation jumped, adding $13 billion in market cap. Almost overnight. Think about that number for a second. $13 billion. That is more money than the entire value of the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Yankees combined, created in seconds by one man mentioning a soda. We have seen athletes get rich before. Michael Jordan made millions selling shoes. Tom Brady made millions selling dominance. But they were employees. They worked for the system. What is happening in Miami right now is different. Messi isn't working for the system. He is breaking it. When a single player can overshadow a national championship by walking into a store and move the U.S. stock market by ordering a drink, we aren't watching sports anymore. We are watching an economic takeover. The NFL is scared. Apple is getting rich. And the American sports model is about to collapse. In this video, we are going to expose the financial reality that the networks are afraid to talk about. We are going to look at the numbers, the contracts, and the $13 billion lie that changed everything. Welcome to the new American economy. Welcome to the Messi era. We have seen this movie before, haven't we? Go back to the summer of 2021 at the European Championship. Cristiano Ronaldo, the most famous athlete on the planet at the time, sat down for a press conference. He looked at the 2 bottles of Coca-Cola sitting in front of him. He frowned, he pushed them aside, and he held up a bottle of water and said, "Agua." It was a viral moment, and the market punishment was instant. Coca-Cola lost $4 billion in market value in a single afternoon. The media called it influence. But looking back, it was something else. It was destruction. Ronaldo proved he could hurt a brand if he didn't like it. He proved that the athlete was bigger than the sponsor. But what is happening right now in the United States is the exact opposite. Lionel Messi is not here to destroy the corporate machine. He is here to become the machine. When Messi says he likes Sprite, or when he wears the pink jersey, or when he shops at Publix, the stocks do not go down, they skyrocket. Ronaldo's power was a rejection of the system. Messi's power is the creation of wealth. And to understand the scale of this, you have to look at the valuation of Inter Miami. This is where the math gets scary for the NFL. Before Lionel Messi arrived in Florida, Inter Miami was valued at roughly $600 million. That sounds like a lot, but in the world of American sports franchises, that is a rounding error. The average NFL team is worth $5.1 billion. The Miami Dolphins, who play just down the street, are worth nearly $6 billion. Major League Soccer was considered a minor league investment, a place where money went to die. Then, the plane landed. Dollars in less than 3 years. The valuation of Inter Miami has exploded. Current estimates put the club's value near $1.5 billion. Let me repeat that. $1.5 billion. He essentially tripled the value of the asset. Just by wearing the shirt. There is not a CEO on Wall Street, not Elon Musk, not Jeff Bezos, not Tim Cook, who can triple the value of a legacy company in 36 months without changing the product. The product is still soccer. The stadium is still temporary. The only variable that changed is the man wearing the number 10. And this is the reality that American sports owners are struggling to accept. In the old model, the NFL model, the brand makes the player famous. You play for the Dallas Cowboys. Therefore, you are a star. In the new model, the Messi model, the player makes the brand rich. Inter Miami is now one of the most searched sports teams on Google. Globally, surpassing the New York Yankees, surpassing the Los Angeles Lakers. Ronaldo moved 2 bottles and cost a company $4 billion. Messi signed 1 contract and created $1 billion out of thin air. But how did he do it? How did he turn a retirement league into a financial powerhouse? The answer lies in a specific piece of paper, a contract structure that Apple had never given to anyone, not even Steve Jobs. And that is where the real money is hiding. To understand why this is happening, we have to go back to the contract, the piece of paper that changed sports history forever. In the United States, athletes are employees. Patrick Mahomes, the best player in the NFL, works for the Kansas City Chiefs. LeBron James works for the Lakers. They get a paycheck. If the league makes $1 billion, they get a salary. But Lionel Messi did not sign an employment contract. He signed a partnership. When he joined Major League Soccer, he didn't ask for a salary cap exemption. He asked for a cut of the revenue, specifically from Apple. Every single time an American signs up for the MLS season pass on Apple TV, Messi gets paid. Think about the leverage required to pull that off. He forced the largest technology company on earth, Apple, to make him a partner. This is something Michael Jordan never did. This is something Tom Brady never did. Jordan made Nike rich, but Messi made Apple pay him to make them rich. It is a subtle difference, but it is the difference between being a millionaire and being a billionaire. And now, in 2026, we are seeing the results. Apple is reporting record subscriber numbers, primarily driven by the Messi Cam, a dedicated camera that follows one player for 90 minutes. Americans are paying monthly subscriptions, not to watch a sport, but to watch a single human being. This destroys the traditional TV model. Fox Sports, ESPN, NBC. They rely on teams. Apple relies on Messi. And that shift is draining the advertising money out of traditional cable television. In the NFL, they call the day after the regular season Black Monday. It is the day coaches get fired. It is a day of fear. But in 2026, the fear is coming from outside the building. We are seeing a trend that no one wants to admit. Youth participation in American football is dropping. Youth participation in soccer is exploding. Why? Because the barrier to entry has collapsed. To play football, you need helmets, pads, insurance, and a massive team. To be like Messi, you need a ball. And now, that ball is worth billions. The Sprite Effect we talked about earlier, that wasn't an accident. That was a signal to every young kid in America. You don't need to be 6 feet tall. You don't need to be 300 pounds of muscle. You can be 5'7". You can be quiet, and you can still rule the world. The American media machine is trying to fight it. They try to ignore the MLS highlights. They try to focus on the Dallas Cowboys. But the algorithm does not lie. Open your YouTube homepage right now. In the United States, what do you see? Do you see a breakdown of the NFL offensive line? Or do you see Messi's bodyguard tackles a fan? Messi goes to the grocery store. Messi drinks a soda. The algorithm favors the icon, not the league. And right now, Messi is the only global icon living on American soil. And all of this brings us to the main event, the 2026 World Cup. It is happening here, in the United States, and the scriptwriters couldn't have planned it better. The defending champion, living in the host country, owning the broadcasting rights, and controlling the narrative. Many people think Messi went to Miami to retire, to relax on the beach, to play easy games. They are wrong. He went to Miami to acclimate. He spent 3 years turning the American public into his fans, so that when the World Cup starts, when Argentina takes the field in Atlanta, or New Jersey, or Dallas, it won't feel like an away game for them. It will feel like a home game. He has spent 3 years colonizing the American sports mind, converting NFL fans into Messi fans. So when the summer of 2026 arrives, the United States national team won't just be fighting Argentina. They will be fighting their own economy. They will be fighting the man who owns the algorithm, the $13 billion Sprite jump, the grocery store viral video, the Apple contract. These are not random events. They are pieces of a puzzle that reveals one simple truth. The United States thought they bought a soccer player, but really, he bought them. What do you think? Is the NFL in trouble? Or is this just a bubble that will burst when he retires? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to understand how Messi's contract compares to Michael Jordan's Nike deal, click the video on your screen right now. It is a story you have to see to believe. Thanks for watching. This is Humble Galaxy Sports.